Hey guys, how we doing today? We're going to learn how to blog. And the first thing you need to do is come to your profile page. Come over here. And if it will work for me, come down to blog. Click on that. Alright, now you have some choices here. If you want to do a blog that's, let's say, like my voice your opinion, I just do a new post for it every day. Now the recipes, I do a new blog for them every day. So you have a couple choices there. If you want to talk about your life or talk about your vacation, and it's going to be more than one post, then you want to the next day pick a new post. So what would I do? You come up here, come down to the bottom. So yesterday, for voice your opinion, I just go to the yesterday one. Alright, and then I'd come down and say new blog. Alright, that's how you do the one with the posts. You can also catch it up here. This is yesterday's post. And then if you want all posts, I guess that's not going to give it to me, but this is yesterday's post. So you want to do that so they are, once you start doing this, they'll all be in a line. Alright, now if you want to do, say, like the recipes, this is one I did today. I have it all set up, okay, because it's a lot easier. I don't have to, fumble around putting everything up and thinking about what I want to do. So basically what you want to do here is get your blog set up. Now how to do that? You're going to come up here. This will get you started anyway. And what I did is I put fancy cakes, I think. Alright, we'll just use one of these as an example. We'll pick this one, okay? Let's see if, oh, wait a minute. You want to put recipe in there, that way you can click the picture. Yeah, this is the one I think I did. I'm just going to pick one. Hopefully it'll have a recipe attached. So say this is the one you want to do. If you click on the picture, a lot of times something like this will come up. Alright, where you can get a recipe. Sometimes the exact same one will come up. I don't really like that one. Let's see if we can get a better. Alright, here you go. That's how easy it is. Then you just get, the information from here. Alright. Usually, they have the recipe. There it is, the recipe. Okay. Now, if you're going to try to copy these pictures in there, if they're not going to work, you have to actually save these pictures on your computer and then add them in, copy this and add the pictures in, because they may work the first time, but then there'll be a blank space there. So just to give you an idea. Also, That's basically how you find, you know, that's how I find my recipes. You can actually go into Google and, you know, type in cake recipes or whatever, but you really, you know, have to be more specific, you know, about what you're, you know, wanting. If you just put fancy cakes in, you may find something, but it may take you longer. That's why I do it, you know, through the pictures. Okay, I like this one. Let's click on this one and get the recipe. All right. So let's go back to our blog. So what I would do generally in this case is save 3 pictures, and then one for the front. This one. You want this one to be the best looking picture you can find. If you have to resize it or something and it gets kind of grainy, you don't want that one. You want to find the best looking picture that you can find, because that's the one that's going to be on the front of, you know, when your ad, you know, when you list it, that's the one that's going to be up there. So that's what you want. This picture has to be 509 by 509. Same with the listing. Alright, so we'll come back to this because I want to show you exactly how I do mine. In this case, I'm going to have to hit edit post, but you won't have to do that until later. This is basically what it's going to look like. Now, when you first come up, when you first bring a new blog in, and let me do that real quick, that way you know exactly what it looks like. This is what it looks like when you click blog, your first blog or whatever, and this is what's going to look like. So all you got to do is click it like that, and just click on the yellow thing, and this will come up. This is how you start. So you're going to put your title in there. I got another one up here. So you're going to put your title in and your pictures. Generally, if you get one of these recipes, they'll have some kind of line in theirs, and that's generally what I do. If you have to write it, you have to write it. Also right here, if you're just doing this to sell it, oh, I can't click on it. If you're just doing this to sell it, this $ comes up. You can actually put your own $ in by just putting that right there and going like that. But I want people to read this one. I'm doing things a little different, so I want them to read it. Now, automatically, if you forget to do that, it will show up down here like a third of the page, and then it'll say, when a customer sees it, it'll say read more. You've all seen that. So they give you some kind of description. Alright, like right here. You know, this right here is some of the first words of when I say something in my blog. Now you can create that by, you know that they're going to give you like 2 or 3 lines here. You can actually, you know, like I did here, I kind of changed this up. I said hello, and then I told the people, you know, what the post was going to be like. And you could do the same with your recipe. I got one here somewhere, I think. Here's one. So this is one of the lines I think that somebody, you know, had given me or whatever in their post. So I just copied it here. Same thing, you know, it just gives them an idea of, you know, what this is, what this product is. All right. So then you put your recipe in and give them as much information as you can. Like this one, I gave them nutritional value, And then you want to, tell people kind of where you got the recipe, because just for copyright reasons, resource, I put resource, thank you, and you need to, highlight it, come up here where this little link is, go back to, I'm going to use this one as an example, this will be the link right here. You copy that, and you come over here, hit that link. When you hit that link, this box comes up, you just put the link in there and hit update, and then when you come back here, it'll change color, because this was black. It'll change color, that way it's clickable. Alright, so if somebody wanted to come back and see the real recipe, basically it's the same other than some pictures, and they can come back here and do it. Alright, so that's really how easy this is. Then you want to hit, after you get done and you checked it all out, you want to hit save. And this is where most people get rejected. It's not really what you put inside the blog, it's what you put right here and right in this area right here. So to get you going and not rejected, you want to have this 25 characters. That counts the spaces and everything. So if you count this, it's exactly 25. I lucked out today. Alright, now if your title is longer than 25 in this section, you need to narrow it down. You need to, maybe say, instead of saying, say it was like 3 or 4 too much, then you would say Alabama lemon, or you would cut out the Alabama maybe and put lemon cheesecake. You might want to put my lemon cheesecake if it's yours, there, if when you come back, well, let me show you. We'll use this as the title, okay? Then I put Alabama lemon cheesecake, and then on this one I added recipe, and then I copied this and I added easy and best, and then this says easy and best, Alabama cheesecake recipe. These are your search terms. These need to be something that's about your article or your post. So they need to be localized and specific, to that post. Then your title, I just come down here. Usually when I make this, I make it so I can use it right here. This you get 135 characters, but it tells you, when you're running out or how many you have left. Alright, and then once you get this done, what I do is I hit save draft, I save it, and then it comes back to this area. Alright, this picture will be your profile picture. So what you want to do, and this right here you can add on. Sometimes your name, it might say by Glenn Byers, because this name that you put in here is already the name somebody else has in Empowr. So maybe it's like sugar cookies, and you put sugar cookies in there, and it comes up and it'll tell you, it'll say right here, this URL is needs to be changed or something. I don't exactly know what it says, but it's usually in red. So you might have to add amazing, or something like that. Delicious, amazing, great, awesome. Some kind of extra word. You don't want it to say by Glenn Byers at the end. It just looks stupid, and that's going to be in your URL. So you have to change this name up here. Like I did this video already, and I put amazing in there. So I just added amazing there. And then when you do it here, see there's no spaces. You know, there was a space right there. It won't let me put it. There was a space, so you take that space out. So it's all one, basically one giant word. All right, that is your URL. So don't forget to do that if you have to change this area. Or if you just want to, you know, if you want to add, you get 80 characters in this particular area, so you can actually change it up a little bit and spice it up a little. All right, then you can click this. Now these pictures are already going to be on your computer. You click this, same thing, has to be 509 by 509. Click the picture and it will come up right here. Now you can, this is optional, you can, if you're selling something, you know, you're just using it for selling, you may not want people to be able to copy it. But it's more beneficial to you if you let them copy it, because then they're going to be asking you for the recipe all the time, you know, if they can't go in and copy it. Alright, so then you hit save, and once you hit save, this picture should come up like that. Now Empowr is having problems. You know, I stopped blogging because their picture wasn't working for me for, oh man, a month, or at least a month. And there's still people out there having problems with their pictures. So you know, if yours pops up and it's blue with a little picture of what you put in, or your profile picture, just make sure you did it with your regular picture, because if you forget, the profile picture will come up. But if you put it in, you know, and it's not working, then you're having problems with your, you know, upload. And that is happening right now for some people. Okay, once this is done, you come down here and you hit edit. Give your recipe one more look through, make sure, you know, if you put the $sign there, that it's there. Make sure, you know, kind of look it over, make sure it looks readable and everything. It looks good. Come here, hit save. This box is going to come up. Now this time you don't want to save draft, you want to publish. Now guys, I don't want to publish because I'm not ready yet. I have a few more posts to do, but I wanted to get this video out to you. Everybody's been asking, how do you blog? And this is basically how you do it. It's really not that hard. And this is the most important part of getting it not rejected. You know, getting it through the people. 25 characters, at least 4 search terms. If you got more, that's fine, but at least you need 4. They need to be, you know, something that's about that article. Don't get, you know, off on a tangent somewhere. You want them to be like mine, you know, they're all about that same cake. Every word in there is about that cake. I just added some extra words. Alright guys, put your description in, publish. You know, I always save draft to go back and change the picture. If not, you're gonna forget. Just make it a habit. Just save draft, go back, fix the picture, take another look through your blog, and publish. That's all there is to it, guys. You actually can make a little extra money in your, let me show you. Alright, if you can read this, and I'll try to zoom in, you can see right here, 1, 2, 3, fourth one down, it says earnings from others reading your post. So, you know, it seems like that goes up, but all your pictures and stuff go down. It's kind of, I don't know how Empowr does it. It seems like it's an average or something. But I did make a little more on this particular day than I usually do. But it's a lot more extra work too. All right, so you know, if you're doing recipes, then you're going to make money on those, and you know, you probably maybe make a little money on this post, you know, earning from others reading your post. So if you see an extra amount of money in there, you understand why.